Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni, this time in patch 5.55. The first thing I wanted to share with you is the latest collaboration with Fender. As you probably already know, you can buy an expensive guitar in real life, which is not the focus of this video, but actually in patch 5.55 we actually have two instances of that same guitar that you can get in real life in the actual game. The first of which will come over to the gold saucer, as you see everybody flooding in here. And if you go to the prize claim vendor over here and you choose prize exchange 1, you tick the show only recently added items. Rather, actually it's on number 2, isn't it? Just kidding, I completely forgot that. On the other section of prize claim 2, you'll see that the Ethereal electric guitar costs only 3000 MGP, which is, in my opinion, a steal. I've already bought 4 of these, might as well buy a 5th one. And these are actually wall-mounted housing items. It says, this instrument, quickly adopted by minstrels and now beloved across Hydaelyn, represents the best that musical Magitech has to offer. So I think what we should do is first have a look at that particular housing item. So we'll hop over to the free company and show what that looks like on the wall. And then afterwards, we'll actually look at the new Bard performance mode, which actually incorporates that new guitar as well. So let's go inside here. Excuse the mess. I don't even know how many placement items I've got left for this, but we'll just whack them on the wall anyway. We'll put them over here. This is a good place to show them. Just for a second. So if you've ever dreamed of having your own sort of like music studio, you know, in the game, then this is a great way of sort of replicating that. As you can see, it is a guitar. It is the Fender Stratocaster, which is the exact model that you can buy in real life. We'll put grid snap on so that we can line these up. I don't believe we can rotate these on the wall, which is a real shame. I kind of wanted them to be a diagonal accent, but unfortunately that's not the case. That's one thing that I hope in the future they add to wall-mounted housing items, is the ability to tilt them. But even so, this looks really cool. And as you can see, I'm just throwing away MGP onto my wall right now. That's effectively what's happening. And we're actually at housing limit, so we'll stick to 4 there, actually. I think that's a fairly decent demonstration if I just make that a little bit more aesthetic on the eyes. There we go. So what do you think? I personally think that those are quite nice. They have the same sort of glowy blue bit and purple, well, pinky purpley bit. And yeah, the more I look at this model, the more I wish I had 3.3 grand to actually get the full size guitar in real life. Maybe one day we'll find that somewhere in the future, but I don't know. Is it really going to be something that many people go for? Maybe. It is kind of badass, isn't it? But until you make that decision, or if you don't have that sort of money, you can get this for 3000 MGP, which is quite nice. And if I, like I said before, you have a music room in the game that you've designed, this is a great addition to that. Just because people will ask, I will turn down the house lights, because sometimes it's not evident if something glows. But as you can see, it does indeed have its own glow. The pink bit glows, and so does the blue bit, which I think looks absolutely fascinating. And we've got the Meteor logo, obviously, on the bridge there. Very cool indeed. So whilst we're in the house then, it makes sense that we actually demonstrate the new Bard performance guitar. So for that, let's go down to the staged area that I use for FC events and glamour events and such. And we'll have a bit of a tinker. I think Fran will be along in a moment to have her go at it as well. For this though, let's turn on the actual sound effects for the performance mode. That's something I usually have turned off due to being in Limsa. So let me first introduce what this looks like, Fran, and then we'll go from there afterwards, and I'll get you to have a bash around. Right. Oh, so that's what that looks really cool, actually. So let's just take my helm off for a second. I'm not sure this is really the best looking set for this, but it doesn't matter. So as you can see then, if you go into your performance mode on your Bard, this is only available to Bards, as you know. You've got all these instruments, and then at the bottom you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You've got the overdriven guitar, you've got the electric clean, muted, power chords, and special guitar. So this is what the overdriven one looks like and sounds like. Let's hide the UI just for a second. That is prime thumbnail potential right there. That looks absolutely badass. Seeing our characters in the game with this guitar is actually kind of stellar, isn't it? I like that. This is really, really cool. Warriors can finally get the axe they always wanted to. And also, if you don't want to have to go into that menu, you also have the ability to switch between them in the actual mode, which is nice. So this is what it roughly sounds like then. Let's just go down the scale. And obviously if you hold the note, the more sustain you've got. Otherwise, if you tap it, you've just got the punch, yeah? So you hold the key down. And then it's Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I. Then you've got your octaves as well. But yeah, I'm terrible with a keyboard. But if I could like plug my MIDI keyboard into this would be amazing. But yeah, you get the idea. And then you've got, so that was the overdriven. Then you've got your clear notes, which I believe is what Fran is playing. That sounds pretty good in my opinion. I like the clean notes quite a bit. Now we've got the muted one. Oh, I see, right, okay. Almost like a bass line. Kinda. Dear. Can it actually handle, hold on, X, V, N. Alright, so that's the muted one. Let's hear the power chords, Fran. Look at how different her body movement is as well. You do the melody, I'll do the backing. I don't think we can quit our day job after that. And then we've got the special one. Oh, it's the slide. Oh, such a good animation. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, and I see the octaves do a different thing. Up, down. Interesting. You could have hours of fun with this, couldn't you? Especially like multiple guitarists. So you could have somebody playing on the special and then you've got... And then you finish it, so it'd be like Q and then you press P or something. Oh dear, that's quite good actually. I think the clean one is probably my favorite. We have a problem though of not being able to play chords, if you know what I mean. So for example, we can't hold X, like V and N down. It overwrites whichever one is pressed, like. So you gotta kinda, yeah, I'm not a fan of that personally. They should have made it so that you could hold down multiples, but I'm sure we'll hear Slipknot covers by the end of the day on YouTube. Not that that's something you can do with copyright, but this is badass, actually. I hope to see some electric guitar sort of like concerts in the game, some rock shows, because it really does suit the characters much more than I expected it to. Very impressive, and I do like the slides. I think the slides are amazing. So yeah, they have custom animations. If you want to get your hands on these, this is all free in the game if you've got Bard, obviously, and Perform is unlocked. And yeah, Square Enix have done us a solid, really. And if you don't want to play Bard, then you've got some fancy housing items in the shape of Ethereal electric guitars. So what's not to love? Thank you to Fran for helping me show this off today. Much love to everybody around the world. Let me know what you think about this below. And until the next video, we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Have a good one.